Welcome back, David Viscott, and the program has a lot of interesting things in it tonight, totally unpredictable.
As usual.
As usual.
That's what we like about the show.
So.
We learn something new, at least the rest of us do, every week.
I do. I always learn something. From every call, actually. Who's next?
We have, on line 13, we have Bonnie with a 5-year-old who's given her some real trouble.
Bonnie?
Hello?
Hi, Bonnie.
Hi.
You have to speak up.
Okay.
Why are you calling?
Well, I'm really frustrated because of some feelings that finally surfaced last weekend about my son.
What are you talking about?
Well, I feel like I really hate my son.
Why?
Because I feel like I don't have a life.
And why not?
Well, I'm a single mother, and I've had him by myself the whole time. And so it's like all I do is I go up to work in the morning after I take him to school, and then I come back from work, which I'm a teacher in L.A., and then I come home, I get him, I have to take care of him, get him to bed, and I'm just exhausted, and then it starts all over again, the same thing the next day.
Hate is such a powerful word.
Well, you know, I'm very resentful to the fact that, you know, I have knocked myself out for this kid, but I just feel like I get nothing in return for myself.
From your relationship with your son, you don't get anything in return?
Well, no. I'm just tired of kids. I want some adult company. I want some companionship in my life.
Well, what are you doing about that?
Well, I was just getting back together with my boyfriend after we had been split several months, and he'd come over and we'd had a good weekend together, and then I was going to be going to visit him without my son last weekend, and then the night before I was ready to leave, he called and counseled on me.
Yeah, but that's not your son's doing.
No, but in talking to him, he was real distant because he said, well, you know, your son's an important part of your life, but he's not an important part of my life. And then I talked to his boss, who's also my good friend and is like his mother to him, and she says, you know, he's just really overwhelmed about if him and I were to work out this relationship, which it was going real good, that, you know, then there would always be Zach, and he just doesn't feel like he's prepared to handle that parental role if he was to get together with me.
So you think if you could somehow not have this kid, this would be an ideal relationship?
Well, it's not just because of this relationship. I've been feeling this way for a very long time.
About the kid?
Uh-huh. But it just surfaced when I read this little poem in a newspaper the other day.
What was that?
It was called The Parental Plea. It was from a child's point of view. If you want to wait just a minute, I have it.
Well, I'd love to hear it. I hope it's not long.
No, it's real sweet and short, but it just ripped my gut.
I want to know why that got to you.
It says, my hands are small. I don't mean to spill my milk. My legs are short. Please slow down so I can keep up with you. Don't slap my hands when I touch something bright and pretty. I don't understand. Please look at me when I talk to you. It lets me know you are really listening. My feelings are tender. Don't nag me all day. If we make mistakes without feeling stupid, don't expect the bed I made or picture I drew to be perfect. Just love me for trying. Remember, I am a child, not a small adult. Sometimes I don't understand what you are saying. I love you very much. Please love me for just being me, not just for the things I can do.
And you're feeling like a failure?
Yeah.
Well, you're never going to be happy with a man who doesn't love your child. First, you have to know that. No matter what a guy promises you, no matter how much he offers, if the child is not an important part of his life, every word that you read in that poem will come back and haunt you. I know this. I'm sure of it. Now, you have to make your life a little different. You have to have a different circle of friends. You have to work out something so that someone can take the kid for a day on the weekend, someone can babysit. You need to be able to get someone to come in and give you a little time off. You're not doing that for yourself.
No.
It's time. Everyone would feel resentful of a kid if they made the child their prisoner. And you're also imprisoned by that child. You've got to just take action. And that action is very simple. You need free time. You need time to be able to do the shopping by yourself, to visit people who are your friends. You need to expand a bit. But you're putting all your eggs in one basket, and it's wrong. It's this man who doesn't feel the child is part of his life. That'll never work for you.
Let's see, he was very, I don't know, receptive to him, but I think the part that scares him is because of his own childhood, that he feels like he wouldn't be a good parent.
Whatever it is, he doesn't seem right, does he?
I don't know.
Well, you're not feeling confident about him. If he were right, he would have been the person with whom you could have addressed the questions you're addressing to me. He would have been someone who had a sympathetic ear and encouraged you to say what's in your heart.
Well, right now he's in the drunks of alcoholism, I think.
Bonnie.
He doesn't do it when he's around me, but I've been told
Bonnie,
this is his problem.
He's just wrong for you, and he's wrong for your kid. And you'll never be satisfied with someone unless they're right. You need someone to take part in your life and give you a break, someone to babysit. You need to claim your life for yourself so that you don't resent the child, because really the resentment you feel for the child is nothing more than a projection of the resentment you feel for yourself for feeling those feelings.
That was sad.
Oh. She doesn't hate her kid.
No.
She hates herself.